This video demonstrates the column packing procedure for SEPABEADS SP700, a synthetic adsorbent resin manufactured by Mitusbishi Chemical Corporation, Japan. While SP700 is used in this example, the same method can be applied to other adsorbents and ion exchange resins from our portfolio. SEPABEADS SP700 is commonly used for purification of various small and large molecules, including antibiotics, vitamins, synthetic drugs, fermentation products, peptides, natural compounds, food and feed ingredients, sugars, oils, and fats. It is also suitable for decolorization and debittering processes. Proper column packing is essential for achieving consistent purification performance, especially when working with clarified feed materials. In this video, we provide a step-by-step guide to column packing using SP700. This video will illustrate the following steps. Adsorbent resin slurry preparation, typical column preparation, resin slurry filling in the column and column packing, and column qualification. In this video, we have used SEPABEADS SP700 adsorbent resin. Adsorbent resins are supplied in semi-dry form with 55 to 70% moisture, and therefore we need a suitable packing solution to prepare the slurry. Here, 20% methanol in water is used as packing solution, and so to prepare a slurry. Methanol is a good wetting agent and helps to remove air from the resin surface and within the pores of an adsorbent, and thus helps to improve column packing and performance. This also improves the accessibility of available surface area, leading to effective use of adsorbent during process operations. Let's start. Take required quantity of adsorbent resin in the container. Add sufficient quantity of 20% methanol and mix gently. We have prepared 40 to 50% slurry of the adsorbent. Stir the resin suspension gently to suspend the resin. You can see air escaping out from the slurry due to effective wetting of the adsorbent resin surface by the alcohol. Keep the slurry aside for 6 to 12 hours with intermittent stirring. After proper wetting, you will observe settled resin and clear liquid above the resin. The low-pressure packed bed column with large-size particles for purification applications consists of packed resin with small free space above the resin bed to take care of swelling of resins during operation. These columns have top distributor and bottom frit collector system and air vent backwash nozzle. The distributor collector systems with desired micron rating and made from polymer metal mesh. Sintered metal is fixed on plate or other designs are generally used. Column needs to be connected to a pump or process chromatography system with pressure gauge and valves, etc., with required detector, and fraction collector or storage vessels, as well as sensors for flow, pH, conductivity, pressure, temperature, level, etc., as required. We need these materials for column preparation. Now, to measure the slurry concentration of the adsorbent resin, take the homogeneous slurry of adsorbent in 1,000 milliliter measuring cylinder. Allow to resin to settle, and then tap the cylinder, and then determine the percent slurry concentration by taking ratio of settled resin volume to total liquid volume. Here the slurry concentration is 50% volume by volume. To determine total slurry volume required for column packing, calculate the packed bed volume, cross-sectional area multiplied by bed height. Multiply this volume by packing factor, divide by slurry concentration. For example, in this case, column diameter is 20 centimeters. Required bed height is 35 centimeters. Slurry concentration is 50%, packing factor, PF, is 1.03 to 1.05. Required adsorbent resin slurry volume can be calculated using the formula as shown. Keep the packing solution that is 20% methanol in the reservoir and connect the reservoir with the system pump, having pressure gauge at the outlet. Now prime the pump and tubings to remove the air present inside. Initially, column bottom or outlet side is to be connected to the pump with bottom valve. Keep the column top open for filling the resin. Check that the column is in vertical position using spirit level, horizontally and vertically, with the flow direction upward through the column. Start the pump and allow the liquid to pass upward so as to remove the air from the bottom of the column. Now the column is ready for filling and packing of the adsorbent resins. After this, Close the bottom valve of the column. Start pouring calculated volume of resin slurry into the column. Resin particles will start settling down based on their density and particle size. Open the bottom valve and control the flow to allow the level of poured slurry to go down. Make sure that the column is not getting drained. Once the level inside the column goes down, close the bottom valve and add remaining quantity of the slurry. Then, using a stirring rod, gently stir the resin inside the column to mix to form a homogeneous slurry, and then allow to settle. After proper mixing, allow the resins to settle. Once the resin is properly settled, mark this settled bed height. Make sure that you clean the internal walls of the column to remove any small particles adhered, using packing buffer and wash bottle. Then take the adapter fixed with distributor and insert in position vertically. Lower the adapter in such a way that it enters inside the liquid level above the adsorbent resin bed, and excess liquid passes above the column head. Secure the adapter with bolts and holding arrangement provided on top of column support. Tighten the bolts in opposite sides. Rotate the knob on the top of the adapter to adjust the O-ring so that it expands and seals the column. With the column outlet valve closed, fill the adapter's internal pipe with packing solution as shown here to remove the air. While doing so, check if the liquid level inside the column, which is above the distributor plate of adapter, is not increasing. If it is increasing, then tighten the knob again to seal it properly. Now prime the column inlet pipe and connect it to the top of the adapter. That is, column inlet. Open the bottom valve of the column and start the pump to pass packing solution through the column in downward direction. Increase the flow gradually through the column, avoiding shock to the forming packed bed. This downflow will compress the resin bed. It is advised that this packing flow is sufficiently higher than actual process flow. Next step is to apply pressure to the column, maximum up to 2.5 to 4 bar. Packing solution with high flow pump can be used to create this pressure from topside. Alternatively, air pressure can be used with column bottom valve in closed position. Performing this downflow flow pressure activity for at least 15 to 30 minutes allows the stable adsorbent resin bed to form. It is recommended to perform this till the bed compression is stopped and is stable. After the bed is fully formed and is stable, stop the pump and check the compressed or packed bed height and mark it. Close the outlet valve of the column and, using the knob on the top of the adapter, allow the O-ring to gently seal the column. Now, divert the column inlet to waste tank, or alternatively remove the inlet tube connection and lower down the adapter till it reaches about 2 centimeters above the packed resin bed. Secure the adapter by rotating the knob on the adapter properly and fully seal the column by tightening the O-ring. Open the bottom valve and check that column is properly sealed. Column should not get drained after opening bottom valve. If it happens, then repeat the above column packing procedure by removing the adapter. Once the column is properly packed, again, pass the packing solution through the column for 10 to 15 minutes at required process flow rate, and then flush it in downward flow direction using 4 to 5 bed volume of suitable flushing solution, buffer, or water. Remove the packing liquid entered above the top distributor during fixing of adapter, using siphoning as shown here. Check that the column is vertical using the spirit level. Now the packed column is ready for qualification or efficiency check. Recommended mobile phase and tracer for column qualification are shown here. Generally, 1% to 1.25% of bed volume is used as tracer injection to the packed column. Column should be first conditioned using background mobile phase, and after tracer injection onwards, column outlet should be monitored for a peak of tracer using required detection system. Flow velocity of 25 to 50 centimeters per hour to be used, and more appropriately 30 to 45 centimeters per hour is good. Plot of cumulative time or volume against detector response gives a peak profile which is to be analyzed for asymmetry factor and HETP.